Alright, let's go solid. What was your major in college?
Oh man, well, once again, man, I got my undergrad at Florida State University. Originally from Miami, Florida, and I knew coming out of the high school I came out of was a magnet program, and I came out of a medical magnet, and my track was physical therapy. So I knew once I got there, I wanted to try to follow something like that, as far as physical therapy, sports performance type of style of training, or profession. So what Florida State offered was exercise sciences. So the major I majored in was exercise sciences, and it was an umbrella of exercise physiology and kinesiology and physical therapy. So that's why I took that track, and then from there I branched off and just stayed with exercise sciences.
Was NC State your first job?
No. As far as strength and conditioning goes, first job was actually like a lot of strength coaches, or either they didn't really necessarily intern. I started just making a little bit extra money, personal training at a club gym, all doing that while getting my master's degree. And I volunteered at a couple of colleges in the area, North Carolina Central University. I volunteered at my college at Florida State. But my first actual job was, like I said, a part-time job, personal training. And I got a full-time job at a place called VERT. And it was a combination between a physical therapy program and a sports performance program. And I started off being like the assistant director at a very young age, just running the performance aspect of it. There was a physical therapy side and a performance side. So VERT was my first job. Yeah.
What's your favorite part about being a strength and conditioning coach? What's your favorite part?
Just being able to coach. And I say that because there's so many things that go up under having a title as a coach. You serve players in a lot of different ways. You're a mentor to players in a lot of different ways. And I feel like it's my calling. So I love giving back to kids. I love giving back to young adults. I love giving back to adults. So no matter what the capacity in which you're coaching or helping individuals out, that's kind of the best part of it for it. It's very rewarding. That's my best part of coaching, favorite part.
Okay, what's the hardest part about being a strength and conditioning coach?
I wouldn't say hardest part, but you do have your tough moments.
Okay.
And tough moments is, there's so much, it's very easy to give yourself, to not just your crowd, but for the players that you're actually coaching, student athletes that look up to you, and feel proud to call you coach. The hard part sometimes is just that when you're giving so much of yourself and just you want to give more, so you try to dig deep and figure out what else can I do to help this individual out become the person they want to be. So you have your moments of just contemplating moments of really tough, especially when you're doing certain things and you really put a good effort in, and just you feel as if you're failing the kid, So when you really care, sometimes that hurts you sometimes. So, but it's all comes with the title. I mean, it allows you just to kind of evolve and grow more, and dive deeper into your resources and to yourself. Sometimes you have to grow yourself to be a better coach, but it allows you to really grow. So even a tough moment.
When you was a kid, did you always want to be a coach, or did something like lead you to just want to be a coach out the blue?
Yeah. So like, all right. So kid, Josh, I would say young adult. Yeah. Like when I was young, of course I'm going to NFL, and if not, I'm going to NBA. I'm gonna be a pro athlete and all this stuff. But I'll be honest, man. I was probably about like my first year in college when I realized I was a walk-on. I turned down other schools to offer me some money. I just really loved Florida State University, and I wanted to go there. I got there academically, so I was proud of that. And I just knew early that I might be a better coach than player. And I was happy to accept that. I stuck around, and I love playing the game. But I knew there was other individuals around me that really loved it deep down, in a different way than I did. So, I guess I knew about 18, 19 that I think I might want to coach this at a very young age. So,
yeah. How do you balance your family with your work?
Oh, that's a tough thing, to be honest. I mean, I wouldn't sit here and tell you that it's not. But I mean, you gotta love and support a family when they support everything that you do, and they're a part of your life. So. You find balance by understanding the role that you play in each person's life. You find balance by having understanding with your family. And then from there, you make them inclusive. You make them inclusive. And I never want to be the type of coach where, they're forced to conform to my life because it's so demanding. They have every right to be the person that they want to be. If they're not as interested or as involved in the athletic realm, they got every right to be. And it's my place to understand that, and then from there, be a part of their life, just the same. So you find balance by just being very self-aware, understanding the needs of both, and then from there, realizing that you're everything that you need to be. God gives you a great position to have and a loving, wonderful family, and know that you're equipped, whatever that you need to do to, have balance in both. So,
what's some advice you would give someone going into your field?
In this field?
Yeah, into strength and conditioning.
Strength and conditioning? Whatever you do, even if it's not in this field, but whatever you do, do it with care, do it with passion, and do it with understanding. So all three sound like they're the same thing, but you can be very passionate about something and not understand what really goes into it. You can be very passionate about something and not be very caring about how precious it is if you do obtain it. If you have all three and really develop that, it allows you to kind of be ready for the rigors of what the job actually entails, and what it entails is a lot of time. It takes a lot of time, a lot of dedication, and it involves a lot of growth. When I mean by growth, I mean personal growth. You learn how to be a better coach by learning how to be a better person. They just go hand in hand. So the advice I would give is just stay true to yourself. Understand those things. Understand that to be able to give more of yourself and to be a good coach, you have to develop yourself. And by doing that, it takes time spending time with yourself and being passionate, caring, and careful. Yeah.
All right, this is the last question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about developing someone on and off the field?
Favorite part about developing someone on and off the field?
So when you saw Chubb get drafted,
Sure.
You saw, you see how Kelvin's looks right now. What's your favorite part about it?
My favorite part, honestly, isn't like the major success moments, because you already see that within them.
Mm-hmm.
It's the small things, to be honest. The small victories that it's almost like, how can I make someone who already jumps high jump even higher? And I mean that not literally, but figuratively. I mean that like the sky's the limit is already high for you. What other role can I play and allow you to reach even further? So that's my really favorite part. The small victories, that certain guys obtain, whether it's something small as getting the body weight the way they want to each week, the connections that you make with them every day, and just the interpersonal relationships, man. That's the best part, man, about really just growing, athletes every day, really just those relationships that you build up. So I guess what I'm saying is the personal growth, not necessarily the accolades that they kind of build, but the personal growth. It's not my favorite part.
Good.
Yeah, man.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, you got it.